Because, like, Chippendales dancers are kind of mad. And I have seen Sheep have the same enthusiasm for them as he was watching his football game. Hey, hey, hey.
The Counting Sheep podcast is brought to you by Discount Double Check.
That was unnecessary. Next, no, you should, like I said, it should be original.
Hello everyone and welcome to this edition of Counting Sheep. My name is Sheep, as always. To my right is...
Travis.
The man who will remain nameless because he dislikes this podcast.
I don't want to be here.
Lucas, who doesn't know anything about football.
I think you have a pretty good grasp on football. Yeah,
think?
I think you have a better grasp on football than most people. You watched it with us.
Well, most English people, because English people don't understand anything about football. Is all. Yes.
No, bro.
Well, the world's game, football, as far as what it's being, not Americanized football. Football is
Soccer. It's just they call it the same.
Now, why don't you like football though? Like, why were you never able to like get into sports and whatnot?
I don't know, because like I like the Gladiator games. Like every time I watch Gladiator, that movie.
So shit that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, but like when you think about it, like people are actually dying for this.
Well,
shit.
sports with a consequence.
Well, no, they're not. They're acting in there.
Well, no. He means sports with a consequence though. It's like
sports with a consequence. Football has a big.
So what about like
what he was saying?
Wait, so do you like UFC?
Hockey fights has a big consequence.
Well,
yeah, there you go.
Die, do they don't.
Well, no.
They don't get their organs ripped.
What he was saying before, as far as
They subject themselves to a slow death of Alzheimer's, amnesia, wet brain.
But nobody sees that. You know what I mean?
No, so Lucas wants to see the consequence. He doesn't care about the sport. He wants to see the consequence. He wants an event where you see the person, the consequences to their actions, the poor decisions,
Like,
the not enough
holy
training.
fuck, I'm bleeding. My intestines are bleeding right now.
You go, wow, that guy did not prepare. He wants to see, not the football guy scoring the touchdown, he wants to see the football guy getting hurt, then 20 years his family suffering through the problems, the sleepless nights, slow
It'll be recorded.
Alzheimer's.
It'll be recorded. So and they have cameras set up at home. So when the family member gets killed, they cut to the the parents at home watching this.
You want a montage?
You want
a montage.
The football heroes of the past become your heroes of the future. That's what you want. You want to see the 1965. Who won the 1965?
I don't know.
There we go. Not a football fan.
Leatherheads.
Super Bowl? I don't think the Super Bowl was around.
Oh, it tells you how much I know about football.
66 is the first.
So the 1966.
No helmets. Consequences.
You want to see those
glorious
consequences of the gridiron. You want to see how they dealt with life, how their families dealt with life.
Yeah. I mean,
that last moment of them staring into the camera, can't really remember what their life looked like. Children in tears as they pull the plug on their breathing machine. That's what Lucas wants as a sport.
Yeah,
or he wants people killing each other.
It makes more sense because with modern sports, it's like, okay, that team wins. It's like, okay, but who cares? It's like, okay, so what? How does that affect my life in any way?
You want to see suffering?
Yeah, I want to see something.
You know what?
I think up to a point, it's just the ability to watch like human motion and peak athletic performance.
Yeah, but
it's
they're
like
getting
the best
paid
of the best.
You know what? I call bullshit,
Travis.
Travis.
On that shit. We're not.
I think Travis enjoys the suffering too. He can just enjoy it on a different level. He sees the guy get hit in the head and he goes, "That's a concussion. That guy's gonna have problems in a couple years."
Why don't you bring gladiators back?
That's what I'm saying.
You know what? There's a human rights issue. We need a country that doesn't have any human rights.
There's a lot of countries that don't have human rights.
Yeah, the Bronx.
Actually, no. Au contraire of the human rights in the Bronx. It is more expensive to insure anything in the Bronx because the legal liability, everybody wins in the Bronx. Nobody wants to pay that shit. The legal systems are so messed up in the Bronx that, like, people will take their children, put them on the radiator, the kids will get burned, and there'll be a lawsuit, and the parents will win.
That definitely sounds like there's a human rights problem. It's
it's not. It's the opposite of human rights.
There's better insurance over there for the landowners. Better tort.
Well, tort is tort.
So what about Detroit? How's Detroit rank within human rights?
There's no Detroit doesn't exist.
it is the black spot on the United
Well, I
States
mean,
map.
Detroit exists as far as if you have $200, you can put $200 down on a house and you can own a house there.
I still say we
Yeah,
start.
but $200 on
Yeah,
shit
that's
is still shit.
Well, think about this. The other day, I watched a show where this guy bought a piece of property in like 20 floors in an apartment building, and then is now able to sell it for $2 million because he just squatted on that apartment because no white people lived in that like area. Well, they didn't say no white people lived on the area, but I mean,
Christopher just made this racist.
I'm not saying it's racist. I'm saying it's gentrification as far as like enough white
Where was
people
this?
moved in.
Where
It was in like downtown Manhattan or something.
Oh, Manhattan fucking cardboard box is $200 rent a month.
Well, that's why people in Japan also live in like pods and whatnot. But like, it's what McInerney always said.
They
like,
don't live in pods; they sleep in pods.
Well, McInerney always said like he
Or have
always
sex in
thought that
pods.
like the core artist thing or the core I'm a filmmaker thing was supposed to be like I live in Manhattan. I gotta live in Manhattan. Like it's like the multicultural center of the world.
Reason
And
why-
it's just like why do I want to live in Manhattan if
Because that's
I...
where all the exposure is. That's why people want to live in Manhattan.
Yeah, but the other thing is like why do I want to spend like $2,000 just to live in like a fucking crawl space?
How the hell does an artist even afford to live in Manhattan? Because
They live in rent-controlled buildings.
oh, there you go. Okay, so we got rent control for the artist, and then we have everything else for the rich people, the well-to-do,
Right.
and they deserve it.
Let's go back to
What
Gladiators.
about Section 8?
Section 8. What is Section 8? What is it exactly? It's not rent control.
It's
It
rent
is
assistance.
rent assistance.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what Section 8 is. If you don't make enough money, they
You apply for it, and the government gives you a check every month to help you pay your rent.
help you pay your rent. Gotcha. So it's
I
like
didn't
it's
know
like
that.
how can you qualify for that?
Yeah, how do you qualify for that?
As she put it, do you have to be white?
You
No.
have to submit an application,
Yeah.
and it takes years apparently. To get
So for years you're homeless, and then you know that sounds like a good
that
payoff.
happens to my coworkers.
They were all on Section 8.
Well, not most of them are.
Most of them. And you worked for a retailer, right? We won't
Yeah.
say names.
Yeah.
That sells clothes
Yes.
made by people in sweatshops.
Yes.
Yes. What
I mean,
what country?
almost every
What
single
country are
retailer-
these people making clothes in for your retail location?
Cambodia, Dominican Republic,
DR,
India.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they just make
Cambodia.
That'd be Haiti, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff is from Canada.
Taiwan? No. Electronics
Taiwan.
is
No,
from
Taiwan's nice. They make good
Right.
stuff. Let's talk about something funny. Lucas has struck gold with the Gladiators. I don't want to talk about American politics.
What's that TV show? Do you remember? It was like the American Gladiators. They had like the Nerf equipment.
It's called American Gladiators.
Is that
Yeah, it's
is
called
that the
American
name of it?
Gladiators. You get it right
So
on
there
the
you
head.
go, Lucas.
So when you turn sports into a game show, it's okay.
Yeah, but
Ex-football players were actually on.
it's just like that, but without the Nerf equipment.
Whoa, wait.
Real.
As a child, I loved the gun that shot tennis balls.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, but like
It-
real bullets.
It was my wet dream of like being a child.
Yeah, exactly. That-
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. So if you want a sport, do that. Like
So
like
you
fucking
have-
make it
so
real.
you
like
have
they have
these
to, they're fighting for their lives.
You have these well-equipped former Olympic athletes
Or football players.
holding weaponry. We'll even say not even guns, but just arrows and crossbows. Well, bow and arrows, crossbows, spears, javelins, and then you have these wimpy accountants who, for the weekend, are doing the American Gladiators tournament, and they're
like
just
that.
getting
that.
cut down in the
Prime of their life.
Yeah,
Say
exactly.
prime of-
Time of their life for your entertainment. Yeah, I can get behind
This
that.
is America, goddammit. We needed it to take.
No, you can't do it in America. It can't be called American Gladiators is Nerf guns, and then
Cambodia
you
Gladiators.
She said a large football player cutting through them like a scythe through.
you have
grain.
like instead of midgets and a tall guy, you have like 16 accountants and one fucking jacked up steroid old MMA fighter with a fucking trident and a fucking net.
Well,
That's
if you're gonna do crossbows and spears, then it has to be Native American gladiators.
Native American gladiators. That's
Well,
racist.
that's also the dream of having Pro Thunderball be a reality.
No, that's a professional sport. We're talking about entertainment. That's professional. I think Lucas would even enjoy.
Thunderball should be in the Olympics.
Yeah.
In all honesty.
Most definitely. Michael
Does
Phelps.
your,
taking on the
does
water
your
playing
listeners-
Pro Thunder.
Does all 10 of your listeners know about Pro Thunderball?
I think. Actually, no. Let's just.
No, then fuck them. Find out what Pro Thunderball is.
Wiki it.
No, don't wiki it.
UCB.
Yeah. Don't think.
See, now you told him. Now you took
I
away.
gave him a hint. I gave him a hint.
Although we do, I want to thank everybody who had downloaded it. We had 59 We had 59 downloads and like 9 subscribers.
That
Not
doesn't seem
bad.
right.
Eight of
Because I'm not even one of those people. I didn't even bother to download us.
Apparently we had 59
I have to say,
downloads.
I listened to it. I didn't like it, and it took all my self-restraint not to dislike it on
So
YouTube.
there we go. We have objective criticism. We have the person who hates it, who's on the podcast currently, proposing.
I don't hate it. I think it just
objective
has so
criticism.
much more
Well,
potential.
don't worry about it. The potential is coming.
It'll grow.
It's a
grow.
little.
We gotta nurture it.
That was one of the main topics I wanted to bring up this weekend. Is called human accountability because.
Or negligence.
As you know, like we were just saying, like I think what was it 3 days ago that video came out and was very viral on the internet about.
Is it viral? It took me actually.
Marines,
I had to
not
look it up.
American soldiers
was on the
urinating.
news.
I saw it in the paper.
I saw it in the paper, but to see the
dead
video.
Afghan soldiers.
Well, I thought it was tasteful because he put like a cloth over his penis, so you didn't see his junk. I
You
could
talking
be
about
wrong.
you talking about the dead guys, or you talking about
The Afghan,
soldiers?
the American
The
soldier.
American
While he was
Marines,
urinating,
yeah.
he put the cloth over there,
Oh,
like the
that's so
guys do
nice.
on the golf field. So he has his dick out and he's got the cloth over it, and he's pissing on the dead guy's head. I think it's grainy.
Oh, it's also.
I was watching it at work, so I really had to be careful looking over my
Not
shoulders.
safe for work.
What?
Not safe for work.
Not safe for work. No, it was safe for work because the guy had the towel over his junk. But
But it's because of the whole.
so we're getting away from the funny. We're going to talk about the sad event that happened. Actually, I think it was hilarious. I kind of laughed and chuckled about it.
It's not just that. It's just the fact that I wanted to bring up like the whole human accountability aspect, because like people.
So
were,
what, they
like,
shouldn't have done this? It was a bad thing to
I'm
do.
not saying that they
To a
shouldn't have
certain
done it. It's
extent,
just,
yeah. I mean, you kind
It
of.
creates hatred from everywhere.
But you know
Not-
what's the thing?
not just,
Everyone's
Afghanistan.
saying
Well,
the military's
see,
up in arms. Everyone's up
You
in
were
arms.
joking around about like you shot the guy. At least you can just piss on him, but it's not about
Not the least you
it's
can
not
do.
It's not the
Yeah.
dead guy. It's about the people who are still alive, who witness it, who had connections to those people.
I guess would it be as bad as if they just videotaped them standing over the bodies as dead bodies?
Yeah, because there's no act of desecration. There's no insult to it. Like it's the idea that as a professional soldier, you should have at least some sort of respect for your opponent. It's professionalism.
Professional soldiers.
It's ideal.
I agree with
It's
that. I agree
idealistic.
with that.
It's idealistic. I know, but you want to strive for that ideal. I think.
I guess, but that brings up the same idea. Like, should we just stand in formation and fire at each other and see who lasts? No, it's war. You fucking.
What the hell does pissing on the corpse have to do with war?
I don't know if you piss.
It's
them
already
off-
dead. If anything, you're just wasting time.
The only time it's appropriate to piss on an opponent is from a fist fight or like a bar brawl.
So you say wait. So no guns involved, no weapons involved.
so it's like I've been drinking
Unless
all
it's a
night
chip.
long.
Yeah.
I get into a brawl.
When it's a
and
pissing
it's like-
contest.
But wouldn't you say this is a pissing contest?
No.
Or
When an entire culture's economy is on the line, and no, it's not a pissing contest.
Okay.
Well, what it is
when you
because-
send 18-year-old kids to go do a job.
Yeah, but
like
they're
this.
not 18-year-olds. They're Marines. They're supposed to be
those
a higher.
were,
they're supposed to be
that
held
was a
in
sniper.
higher
That was a
standards,
sniper team. That was a Marine
a
sniper
standard.
team.
That's the whole. That's the problem. Is that they're not grunts. They're not. They're not commissioned officers being in the Marines, and they're supposed to be held to a higher standard than average grunt
But
soldiers.
this isn't like if I was at work and I shot someone and I pissed on him, that's inappropriate. If I did this in the battlefield,
No, that's
it's
just frowned upon.
it's frowned upon. It depends where you work. But I'm talking about office building.
And mind you, I
Manhattan.
understand the mentality of what you're saying and the getting into the
It's
mind,
war.
the
It's
minds,
just war. That's
the
all it
mindset.
is.
I understand it's war, and
I think
and
it was
completely
stupid to
understand.
videotape it.
No,
That's the only because
I-
then your boss can yell at you. It's the same thing as you're at work and you go on the internet and you go to the site and they look up the log and you're not supposed to be on that website. You should have just pissed on them and had a chuckle. You shouldn't have videotaped or at least fucking
They
covered
were
your
really
face.
proud to be videotaped. They're like, "Are you filming this? Are you
Well,
getting it right? Are
You know what probably happened? They probably videotaped it and went, "Hey, guess what I did?" and sent it to their friend, and their friend sent it to somebody, and eventually it got out. That's how it fucking yeah. So they didn't want people to see this. They thought it was funny, and they videotaped it for their friends. And to be honest, I would probably do the same thing.
I understand where they were coming from.
But you know what? I'm kind of shy pissing in front of people, so I wouldn't be the one pissing. I'd be in the clear. I would convince one of my friends, quotation marks, to do it.
So there's new Japanese video games where you have pee-pee races with the person next to the stall. You wouldn't do that at all.
It would have to be a single player game. And the second someone walks in, the game would have to automatically pause.
It's a first-person.
Oh. Look, listen. I
Same.
understand I understand what you're coming from as far as like if you're in the shit for months on end and these people have been hounding you,
Some asshole, some gorilla shooting at you. Yeah.
your friends. I
Even
understand
if they
the
don't
right
kill your friends,
mindset that would have been
they're
in
fucking
it.
shooting at you. So you don't want to treat them with any respect. They're shooting at you.
No, it's war. It's fucking war. And if
Yeah,
you're
there's
there
no
to do
rules
a
in
job,
war.
no,
If
there's
there
no.
are rules, it's a game. It's like Risk.
Yeah, and there's no
The
timeouts
okay,
in war.
if they were officers, then that would be inappropriate because it's a game to them. But
Right,
these are
wow.
these are the pawns. So
No,
they
they're most sniper teams are sergeants at the very least.
yeah, but they're
They're
not
already
commissioned officers. So they, like I said, it's different. It's not as gamey for them as it is for.
It doesn't have anything with game or not game. It's just it's desecration.
It's how it's interpreted.
It shows
by
a
the
weakness of
other-
character.
I
by
guess.
the other
But you know what?
world. I mean,
But
the
you know
whole
what?
other world. It's how it looks to
I don't think
everybody
it's a big
else.
deal. You know how much shit that's gone on?
No, I
I think it's just another
completely agree with you.
straw on that camel's back.
That's a completely agree. But the point is that I think that now it's being taken completely out of completely out of control because they don't know what the military is going to do as far as like, well, there's going to be a military tribunal because that's what military law is, but they don't know if they're going to be like prosecuted or
you
just
mean
stripped
there'll
of
be
their
a
ranks and this
no,
and
no,
that. And
it's
the
not
other
called a
thing.
tribunal. It's called a
It's a court martial.
court martial.
They'll dock them
Thank you.
vacation pays like they do
Wow.
with the NYPD.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. That's the thing that everybody is in uproar about is that
You don't want to get on the NYPD?
No, I don't want to give my opinion on the subject because.
Which subject? The
The
NYPD?
soldier subject, because I get very.
Well, I want to hear it though because I already heard it once and we didn't have an extensive conversation. But I want to hear it though.
You can reiterate it.
No, the
I think
reiteration
Andrew
was
agrees
already...
with me. War is
I
war.
think,
right?
exactly.
No, but that's what's
If
already
you're- if you're-
reiterated.
Okay, if you're bogged down for a year, being shot at by the same people that you're trying to kill for a year, and you finally kill those people, obviously you're not going to be in the same state of mind as a normal citizen. When you kill somebody in war that's been trying to kill you for a year straight, not only are you excited that you're going to kill them, but you want to do everything possible to show, not that you're like a man, but like, it's just, war is fucked up, and in times of war, people do crazy things. These people they shouldn't have the books be thrown at them. They should be told that it was wrong, they should be reprimanded, but they shouldn't be stripped of their awards, and they shouldn't be court-martialed. The fact of the matter is that these kids are putting their lives on the line to protect this country.
So he's implying it should just be like.
This should be handled privately. This isn't something for the media and the left wing should throw the book at these kids. They just did something
but I
stupid.
agree
with you.
Granted, I'm not
agree
trying
with
to
you that the
justify their
media
actions
shouldn't
because
get involved with it.
I think what they did was wrong. I'm not trying to justify their actions
See,
at all.
I disagree. I think it was.
No, but see, that's the thing, though. I understand
No,
the
because
mentality, and I
regardless-
agree that it's wrong, but it's
A life is a life, whether it's a terrorist or whether it's somebody else.
That is true. But the person's already dead.
Right,
Who's-
but
It's not about.
I know it's not about. It's about his family. It's about his culture, his people.
I mean, yes, the person that would, if you didn't kill this person, the person who you killed had the potential to kill would have no problem killing about,
Well, no. They're soldiers. They have their beliefs, same as our soldiers. Okay, let's put the issue on the other foot. If there's a video of an American getting pissed on, what would you feel about that? Some dead American, they shot an American, a soldier
They've
nonetheless.
already brought up that.
Yeah, well, they've done that. How many times?
do the live execution?
Right, how many
There
times
you
have
go.
they beheaded one of our boys?
But I wouldn't be calling for that soldier's head. I wouldn't be going, I hope he gets punished. I would just be angry in general. They killed the guy.
But then
I don't know.
you're also running a very fine line where that there's a
It's a different type of war.
there's no real outlet against like the Islamic or the jihadists because it's like if
Hell, I was
these
first in
people-
line
these
for
people
Cruz.
are like cutting our heads off. We
I
can't
knew about
say
Cruz in
anything
the
because
preseason,
the
like 3 years
Islamic
ago.
people are really like oh you can't make fun of Islam, you can make fun of like Christianity, but
No,
you can't make fun of their faith and
They
whatnot.
don't say you can't make fun. You just
But
can't.
yeah, I've
chew
already
on
heard
Muhammad.
it. But I've heard that argument where it's like, oh, if it was
Christians
one of our
don't like to be
boys,
made fun of
we
either.
would want their heads too. But the point is that they were Marines. They should be held to a higher standard because they are
They weren't-
Marines.
No, they're not the president. They're Marines.
They're
Well,
Marines though. Marines are a different branch of our armed
They're
forces.
not a different breed of people. They're still human beings.
That is
They're
true.
super
But they're
That is
supposed to be
true.
professional. Same way, like
A lot
No,
of people-
mercenaries.
No.
Mercenaries are
The
professional.
Marines
This
are
is
better trained killing machines.
there. You go.
Your profession is to kill people. Your profession is not to be like, oh, I shouldn't piss here. That's not.
It's a body. It's a
It's not
body.
pissing here. It's pissing on what?
Well, how's this?
It's the same thing with,
Let's
like,
dumb it down. If an
cop piss on
NYPD
a
cop,
criminal.
if an NYPD cop shot someone and then pissed on him, would you be just as pissed off?
is it a good thing? Does that person
This
deserve to
day
be
and age,
pissed off?
probably yes.
Just because
You would be
the cop
pissed off?
is dealing with criminals all the time?
I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, if you're saying that they're supposed to be professional, they're doing their profession. They killed what they were supposed to kill.
Chief, this is
They're not
a big
acting
down on this
professional. I'm not
segment.
judging them
Well, I
about
wanted to- I
killing
wanted
them.
to-
It's just saying that
But
the
do
way
your
you act
fans
is
want
to
to
the
hear
bodies.
opinions?
Yes.
They
Of
do?
It's a reflection upon yourself, and the whole idea of war is to produce peace eventually.
Whoa,
Unless we're-
I don't,
see,
I don't know
buddy,
about that.
I'm a more
Unless
realist
we're-
about
unless
this.
we're going to, I admit that it's an ideology, but I believe in striving for the ideology.
No, I don't know about
Like,
that.
I think war is about just getting what you want, and it's
think-
always been about that.
War.
Yeah, because war,
leads to
you're not
more war.
necessarily trying to produce peace in war because some people go to war not because they're feuding, but because they want something.
No, there's definitely no peace in war. It's about getting what you want. When has
Isn't that
America
above
gone
peace
to
in
war
war? Or
for
love in
peace?
war?
No.
We've gone to war for shit.
Well,
World War II.
World War II for
that was
peace.
the only last justifiable.
I don't know. I would say
for a lot of
revenge.
people.
We didn't
According to a lot of
enter it. We didn't want to enter it till we fucking got attacked.
Same thing with World War I too.
Yeah.
That's peace. I mean, we're getting attacked.
No,
Lucas,
we
what
were
were you
just
trying-
fucking.
Lucas, what were you trying to
You
say?
always have
I
the
guess.
aggressor, and then they have
We
the
were talking
defenses.
about briefly about mercenaries, and I was thinking
The true professional
the
soldier.
true. All right.
These people, this is their decision. This is
I-
a career. They don't have a military. They don't have a government backing. They're just fucking doing it for shits and giggles and money.
I was thinking we should get that guy from that show, Bounty Hunter.
Dog the Bounty Hunter?
Yeah, we should get him on this
He's a horrible
conversation.
racist.
Is he?
Oh, that's liable. He can sue you for that now.
Oh, you didn't hear what happened?
No, I haven't.
Oh, we could edit that out.
Google his lawsuit.
Google
happened?
it. No, you can't say Google
His
either.
son was
Can't use it as
dating a
verb.
black girl, and he said a whole bunch of not nice things
Oh no.
about his son's girlfriend.
It's like Jesse James dresses
See,
up
and
as
she's probably not
Nazi.
black. She could be Dominican, just
And I
really
think
dark.
he also
And now,
like stopped his son from working with him because of it. Because like on the last episode, there was this whole thing where he was
No,
like,
that was something different. The son who was arguing with him with the braid, I think. I think that was over something.
bad reality shows. Thanks, Lucas.
At least I didn't bring up Jersey Shore.
Do a good one.
So thanks. So this conversation's been down. So Sheep, what's the time format for your show?
Around 30 minutes.
Around 30 minutes. Is that a hard 30 minutes? Well, I'm gonna
that's
say
a hard 30 minutes.
it's a hard 30
That's a hard
minutes.
30 minutes.
But you
We have
use,
about-
you use that,
Yeah, hard 30
what is it,
minutes.
adjective, around? Is that an adjective? Descriptive word? I don't know.
Time format? Hard, yeah. Hard is an adjective.
Hard. Okay.
Time format would be a noun.
But he didn't use hard. He used around. And then I implied hard. I'm being an asshole.
I'm just listening to Lucas.
Alright, so for the next episode, which is the next series, we're going to scrap this show. We're going to have a format, and we're going to make it funny. I'm
Eventually
sorry.
it will
Am
be
I
a
insulting you? I don't want to
No,
be
eventually
insulting.
will be a format with a
Why
mixer and
eventually?
with
We
everything
can
else.
do this.
Yeah, but this is improv.
Think of like all we accomplished in Iraq, and then we can do this with a podcast.
Think about all what we didn't accomplish in Iraq.
I don't know. We
How
kinda-
many years was that, by the way?
More than
Well,
10.
let's see. 9/11.
10. Almost 10
10
years.
years?
Did we go?
More
No,
than
we
10
didn't
years.
go to. We didn't go to war like 9/11. Go.
Oh,
"We
oh
did,
02.
actually."
We did. We declared war the next day.
Afghanistan.
Oh, Afghanistan.
And,
So how long were we in
02,
Iraq?
03. We've been in Iraq since
I don't know.
03.
That
at
tells you
least.
how much of a good citizen I am. Some fucking guy taking his American
that was a
citizenship knows
reverse.
more than I do.
He gets sucked in. It was
I
like,
sucked. I sucked. That's rare. That was hard to do. Let me try to do that.
It's Andrew's farts. It was fwap. You
Okay.
gotta hold it
That's
in.
a reverse.
Yes,
Lucas,
it is.
let's talk about something funny. You have something funny?
Um.
You have any animal jokes?
Oh.
Thank you. And that's how we should leave it off.
No. So I was. I went get some. Went to get some McDonald's drive-through,
Okay.
and I was listening to like. Like.
Wait. Get a little more
Wait.
restrictive. What car were you driving? And how much fuel was in the tank, would you say? How
Who
close
cares?
to the
Who gives a shit?
Because people want to know. They want to have this picture in their mind's eye. I don't like when the details are muddly. I want to know how it feels like to be Lucas in the car at that moment. So okay, so you didn't even care about the gas. That's how we know how you felt. So you just honored to eat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
I don't
Okay.
care how much gas I waste to get to my fast food. where
Exactly.
I pay $3.
Oh, holy shit, when do I need to fill up? That's not important to you.
Yeah,
You
because
worried
I
about,
didn't
like,
know.
How long until?
When was your
you
last
wear the
oil
hat to the
change?
bathroom?
Actually, I have to go in for.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm
So
like
you're-
300 or 400 miles over. From
Okay.
like the last.
What kind of
check-in.
car do you drive?
It's a Honda Civic.
Oh, you can fucking.
He's good.
Yeah, that's like that was
It's made
like
by the
the
Japanese.
apocalypse.
You weren't worried about like where you were going if they had a clean bathroom in case you had to make like a poopy or something?
No one thinks like that except
That
you.
always runs through my mind.
You're always thinking where the next bathroom is.
Holy shit, is there a clean toilet that I might have to make a poopy?
Do you want to develop an app where it tells you where the next clean toilet is?
There, I had
Oh
that.
crap! I need to.
You have no idea how much of an
because
idea.
I've been thinking
And
about
you
this.
can review the toilets once you get there. It's like this
Yelp?
toilet's a
Where
little
do I
dirty.
need to poop?
There's a lot of there's a
No,
big
it'd be like
market
your
for
best-
these apps.
It'll be like your best public bathrooms.
Best
No,
public
you call it
bathrooms?
iCrab.
No, like they have
No, we can't say that. We'll probably get sued.
Everybody
But,
poops but you.
Yep. No, there's good money in apps. We get the bathroom app. There's one I want to give to my coworkers. Tells them
child, and that's consecrated coming out of your ass.
we can get sued for that one too.
That's
We're
brilliant.
not gonna get sued.
No, we're not gonna get sued because no one listens to
We
this.
can say whatever.
I'm thinking the bigger picture.
59
59 people.
Yes.
Holy shit.
50.
I
Well,
think
let's say
fucking
one of them
downloads.
gets angry and decides to set up a case.
Okay, we're
and
assuming
sue.
one of the people that listens to Sheep's podcast is not high. So that means they're not high and they can
No,
actually
that's
get
excluding
angry.
Portland.
Portland.
Let's say they have a vendetta against sheep for some odd reason,
Ooh,
and
that
they're
would
like,
be bad. I don't
So
know
we're
if
gonna
that
say
has a
he
we're gonna
said
say
this.
there's gonna be an overweight guy who wanted to do a podcast a certain way but didn't, and then he has this vendetta against sheep, and he's gonna report sheep
It's
to.
possible.
Who would he report sheep to? Give him some
the
ideas.
bounty hunter from the TV show.
Sheep, do you have any money that the guy can sue you for?
Not a lot.
No, it's not gonna happen. They're
No,
not gonna
just
waste
like the
their
last guy sued. He has no money.
time. How's that going? Did you count it? Did you? So you just gave up on him?
Didn't give up.
This poor sap.
Still there.
No, you had.
So
Unless
they
you
need
pushed
more
the
money?
issue.
You did a lawsuit, really?
Well, I did a lawsuit
Here we
2
go.
years ago.
This is
in
funny. This is gold. Sheep.
September, November.
Sheep. What?
years ago?
Why did you get into this lawsuit? Let's not name names, but what
I
started
remember
this?
vaguely.
I did a job that was half. Well, there was money down for the job, and then the
Whoa,
job
whoa,
was
whoa.
not.
Be more specific, because when you say job,
I did a multimedia.
I go into the
I
gutter.
did a multimedia job
did a handy.
for.
Now I'm thinking porn. What you were? It was a product he was selling.
I did a
And
video
it was for cars
demonstration
or
for
trucks.
a product that was coming out that was supposed to be patent pending.
Okay.
And it was never fully paid on our end. Our job was only merely to provide the content, not the means of actually marketing.
And there
this
was no
product.
porn. There was no
What do you mean
BJs. There was nothing sexual about this.
It was supposed to be patent pending.
It was patented.
Sheep.
It was supposed to be revolutionary.
Sheep. Was there any sexual content in any of the work you did?
No,
for
there
him?
was no.
Okay,
dick.
move on. So you did this job for
Did
him.
the job, and the agreement was to be paid on time. And no, the agreement was X amount of days before, after he came back from his little show, and the fact that he didn't get, he didn't pay us. So after 6 months, after verbal agreements and verbal contracts,
And my badgering.
outside of the original contract, I took him to court, small claims court, for the
and you
rest of the
won.
amount of money, and I won. To a certain extent, I won because there was some
Now his kids don't
leeway in the contract, and there was some scrupulation and stipulation as far as who I'm suing and for how much.
But eventually it came
I
out
won.
he was
No, I
going to
won.
pay you.
I was
So
eventually
now-
going to get paid.
Well, let's go. Why he didn't pay you? So he started sending you payments.
Yes.
Yes. I'm asking
very
these questions, but I
very
know the
small-
answers.
Very small amounts
Very small amount.
Very
so
small
he's sending you
amounts.
this pittance.
per month.
He's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, Chris," and he sends you this little money.
Well, then that was also when the sorry.
What was it
happened.
like? It was like $14.95 a month, right? And he sent like half of it was change in an envelope.
Of course.
Yeah.
Big jar of pennies.
Big jar of pennies. And you
It
go,
was,
you go to the
he
coin-
only complained after he couldn't pay that month, and then he'd double up his payment the next month.
Oh, so yeah, okay. So how much did you get out of him, would you say? How many months of pay? Let's not talk money, let's just
I'm
talk
gonna
months.
say probably 6 months
Okay.
of pay.
And then what did he do? What did he do to himself that he couldn't pay
Well,
you?
no, it's not what he did. It's what he stopped doing.
Was that
The check didn't come every on the
Oh.
1st or on the 15th
No,
when I was
well,
illegally.
I thought
legally
did
allowed
he
to sue
stop
him.
not sawing his fingers off? Wasn't that one of the issues?
Well, as far as what 9 fingers or 10 fingers is what a human being is supposed to have.
Are
But it's
you
the latter.
serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm dead serious.
He was doing what?
He
He
sawed
was-
off a finger by
He
accident.
sort of a finger.
How the? Wow.
Not to get into too much details, you have 10 digits, right?
No. Yeah.
Don't say his name.
9.
No, that was 6.
9.
He has 9
Okay,
fingers
so-
now?
He has 9.
They never attached it?
No.
I guess he doesn't
Way
have good
off,
health
like-
insurance. Yeah, but you can attach it.
What is health insurance?
What is health insurance? It's what puts your finger back on your hand.
What does health insurance feel like?
Health insurance, I'll tell you exactly what it feels like. Health insurance is you pay something monthly out of your paycheck, so you have less money a month, less money a paycheck, and it goes away. Poof, I paid my health insurance, so I'm insured now. Wait, so now I want to go see the doctor. I have to pay to see that doctor. I have to pay to see that doctor just as much as I have to pay out of my paycheck to see that doctor once. So now I paid twice what I would normally pay a week to see a doctor. Okay, and the doctor goes, "Oh, on your fat." And I go, "Wow, my fucking friends and the scale tell me the same thing."
Cosmetically overweight.
No, they use.
Cosmetically overweight.
I like that. Louis C.K.
Yeah,
I like that.
So they show me on the circle that I'm obese, not cosmetically overweight. They go, "You're obese."
That's an actual category on the scale that
Yes,
just says
it's
obese.
not a scale, it's a circle.
White, black,
obese,
cosmetically
morbidly
overweight.
I don't think it says morbidly obese. I think it just says like, "Hey, hey, hey." So they
There's an audio file.
so now I'm just gonna throw out.
There's an audio that kicks in.
I'm
Like,
$100 $100 out because I paid insurance for the week and I went to see the doctor. Next week I have to pay insurance, but I'm not going to see the doctor. So that's what having insurance is. It's just paying money and not getting anything out of it.
So it's pointless.
It's not pointless because
It makes you feel a little
eventually
safer.
I'm going to get so hurt I'm going to need this insurance, and they're going to go, "Well, it doesn't cover this,"
What
and I'll be
if-
like, "Well, I really need it. I'm going
What
to die."
what if instead of paying your insurance, you pay me?
Okay.
You pay me on a monthly.
I
You pay me.
Okay, wait.
So
So
when
wait.
something happens, I'll
How much
boost
am I
your
paying
morale.
you? How much am I paying you?
As much as you would pay a
No, he's
doctor.
just
Wait,
gonna be
no.
a footstool in return.
Okay, wait, no. So now I'm paying you this
I'll
amount.
massage your feet.
Wait.
And I'll boost your morale.
I'm paying you this
when the
amount.
shit hits the fan.
I'm paying you this amount. Now it's not coming
Right?
out of my
You
check.
I think that's a great deal.
All right, well, I'm
Because-
paying you this amount. It's not coming out of my
John's
check.
making out
I'm
like
paying
he's
extra
making
now
out.
because of tax, because it's before tax. And you're boosting my morale. So I have a cough, and you're boosting my morale.
Yeah, you call me.
Making some hot tea.
Gotcha. This
Wipe your
is
brow.
how insurance is. It's bullshit. Because if I'm sick and I have a cold or I need antibiotics, I can go to the clinic and I can get the same shit for the same price as my copay as having insurance and paying monthly. But on the off chance I get injured, it might be covered. So it needs really bad surgery. Shit, I said my name. Now they know who I am. So now
I'll bleep it out.
insurance might pay it. Otherwise, shit at the hospital is so expensive that you'll just die in the gutter. They'll stabilize you and you'll die.
John, I'd like to thank you for describing insurance for the 59 people who've downloaded this podcast. Who
59
probably
people who
don't
do not have
this
insurance. You know what? Insurance is fantastic. It feels so great. It's like a warm blanket.
It tastes so good.
It tastes so good.
It's a liquid.
You know what it
it's
is?
Tangible.
You know what's the best part of insurance? Meeting people who don't have insurance.
you know the best
That
part
is what makes insurance worthwhile.
No, the best
I'm
part
wa-
about insurance is having it.
having it. I'm walking down the street and this gentleman screams, "Change!" And I know he doesn't have insurance. I know that cough he has is going to kill him in a couple of years, but because I have insurance, if I get the same cough,
He's got whooping cough.
I can have my medicine in my pocket while he's fucking dying on the street.
because he lives in a
That is why
tenement
insurance is so great. And it's only great because of you people.
He lives
Thank
in a
you,
tenement.
59 people who listen to this podcast. I think on that note, you should...
Oh, man. So,
How long has this been going on, Sheep?
as Blank says, we're going to end it on there. Because it's
Just
on a
call
happy
me-
note.
Call me something, Mr. Bottomsworth.
I like the idea that
Because
every
it's
time,
slightly,
No.
it's so slightly sexual that half your audience. So how much is half of 59? 29 and a half? No.
well,
Yeah,
we can do
Yeah.
this on the.
yeah, 29 and a
If
half.
there's a website, we'll have Mr. Bottomsworth as your ID, but every time your name comes up, it's just beep.
It's going to be like
Oh, that sounds
exactly.
fun. You could beep this,
That's-
right?
yeah, I'm
but
gonna-
but knowing Sheep, he'll miss a couple.
Bullshit.
Bullshit?
Dude, I do this
Hold
during
on, I want to
working
tell you.
hours.
I want to know
Fine.
how many times she beeps my name. Mr. Bottomsworth, don't believe that. Jonathan. And I want you guys, wait, before we go, I want you 59 people, not only to tell us how much not having insurance sucks, how much you envy me, and wanting to know my real name, but tell Sheep to make a format. I want you to harass him. He listens to you guys. He doesn't listen to me because I'm overweight. Even though I have insurance, he does not listen to me.
If you like to respond to Mr. Bottomsworth, you can go to the Counting Sheep wall on Facebook. First like us, and then
Wait,
Or
wait,
you
wait.
can do it through
no,
the-
no, no.
you can do it through iTunes
You
as
can
well.
contact me directly. You can reach me at
Oh, that's right. You have all your names.
Salty
on
Revenge.
Yeah.
Salty Revenge at
No,
yahoo.com.
no.
No,
You can
it's that's
just bleep this out. Just put my name's Nathan Rainoni on Facebook. That's all bleeped. So I want bleep on Facebook. And
You can contact Minister of Information at saltyrevenge.com.
the 40,
Saltyrevenge@yahoo.com.
40 people know who I am, and the other 19 are probably your coworker, I guess. Cut this. This should have been cut a half an hour ago.
I know, keep it going.
Sheep.
For this
And
episode of Counting Sheep, Lucas, Mr. Bottomsworth, Travis who's upstairs, and I'm
The
Sheep,
guy on
and
the
you're
couch.
counting on me. Take it easy.
This podcast sucks.
Don't say that.